Artists and creatives need to focus on making finished works. Whether you're trying to make it as a professional or if you're working on something as a hobby, if you want to grow as a creative person, you really need to focus on making finished works. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about a few points as to why I think this is true. The first point I want to talk about is that when you complete a project, there's valuable experiences that come from you going through your creative process from ideation to execution. By the time you finish a project, you have a deeper understanding of like the discipline and what it takes to really see a project through. And so you'll end up performing better or making a better product once you go on to your next project. The next point I want to talk about is something that really has been affecting me positively, I should say. And it's, finishing projects helps build habit and discipline. And speaking from my own experiences, finishing a painting, it really helps me sort of have that muscle memory of going to the canvas and getting on with what I need to do in order to either start a painting, continue a painting, or even now finishing a painting. I really do believe that professional artists and creatives need to have a high level of discipline and strong habits when it comes to their work, because no one's going to paint that painting for you. You have to, finish that project on your own. Same thing for like other creatives like writers. I have a friend who's a writer, and so something that we always talk about is how we try to find the discipline to write. I told him, if you're not gonna finish your writing, no one else is gonna do it for you, so you might as well motivate yourself to do it if you really want it done. Another point that I want to talk about a little bit is when you have a finished work, you can create opportunities for yourself to find feedback and, improve from seeking that feedback from others. And, artists can sometimes be hesitant to get feedback from artists or other people in general. I feel like I didn't really have that aspect about myself. I didn't mind feedback even when it was negative, because I always recognized that feedback is just an aspect of an artist's work that they can learn from and improve on. So don't be afraid to share your work, especially if you can get constructive criticism from peers and mentors. And it'll help with your growth, personally or professionally. All right, and the last part that I want to talk about, finishing your work can be very satisfying, and you can have a sense of closure, especially if you are writing or painting or drawing something emotional. Having that sense of closure on that finished product can be satisfying, and I often find satisfaction when I, decide, all right, this painting is finished. Onto the next one. And especially if you have like a collection. I had my first collection this past winter, or I guess we're still in winter, but I finished it in December. It was my first winter collection, and I was very satisfied seeing that not only did I have 4 finished paintings, I have a finished collection. Feels like a stepping stone for me as an artist, professional artist. So yeah, with that in mind, I would say that there can be so many other reasons as well when it comes to why artists should be focusing on finishing their works. If you have any other points that you think about, or if you agree with any of the points that I've talked about, let me know in the comments, because one thing that I enjoy seeing a lot is when artists agree on topics like this. And I would love to see what any other artists that are watching this video think about this topic. All right, so this piece is, I would say, 98% finished. It's pretty much there. I only have like a few like little things that I'm gonna touch up, but for the sake of this video, this is me presenting the final thing. This is what the final piece came out to look like, and along the way, I've been enjoying the process, and I'm really glad with how it turned out. You can probably tell, but it's kind of a yin and yang with this other painting, this other flower girl painting with a white background, and then to contrast, this one has a black background with the gold, of course. I just love the gold. Like, comment down below if you think the gold on this piece is really cool, because if you do, I agree. This is the final piece, and I am going to start on some new stuff, more floral paintings, because I'm trying to make like a spring collection. And you know, once those are all finished, I'll be sharing those on social media and on my website. So make sure you're following me. Check out some of the stuff that I have on my website right now. These two, this one and the other one that I mentioned before, aren't on my website yet because I want to hold back until the collection is complete. But if you want to stay tuned for that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, of course, and follow me on social media. I think this is going to be the end of this week's vlog because I'm trying to be more consistent, and instead of waiting for me to come up with more content, I'm just going to end the vlog here. As I'm recording this, it's Super Bowl Sunday, so I feel like I should mention it. Not really a sports person myself. I'm from Cleveland, so inherently I am a Browns fan, although I've been living here in Maryland for over a decade, so sports is rough. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing me finish this painting. Subscribe for more because I'm pumping out these vlogs every... I'm not gonna hold myself to a definite schedule, but I'm posting more often. I've been getting a bunch of subscribers on the channel, which I appreciate. We passed 500 this past week. That's been a big goal of mine because it's the first step to really making this channel a professional channel for myself. And yeah, I appreciate you all watching, leaving comments if you did. I really appreciate it, and it does help with the growth of the channel because YouTube will recognize, hey, if people are engaging with this, we should show this video to more people. So I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I have glasses on. I got a new prescription yesterday. I'm trying to see what new lenses or new frames I'm gonna be buying with my new prescription. I'm wondering if I should go with something like artsy or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm yapping. I should end the video. See you in the next one.